Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? I forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Ooh,
Well, hello, everybody. It's Gio. And yes, I am enough today. Thank God. I'm not on camera. As you can see, my allergies have kicked in really bad. And I took another pill. And I do not want to be on here rubbing my nose and rubbing my eyes. So I decided that I'm not going to let that stop me from being who I am and being and to push through whatever obstacles come my way. So that is why I am on here now, and why we're going to be talking about there is only one you. There is only one you. Motivation. Now, let's go to the chat to see who's all in here. We have Marlene Sanders Show. Hey, Marlene, how are you doing? I am so glad that you are here. The first thing I want to talk about, I have two announcements that I want to talk about, and one of them is the Empowerment Conference, which is going to be February the 10th. Let's reset. That is going to be one of the most powerful ones that we've done, because we all need to reset our minds. We need to reset our thinking. And this is why the Empowerment Conference goes hand in hand with what I'm talking about. We need to reset, because there's only one you. And you need to live it like every day is your last day, and instead of being like living in the past, live in the present. Don't be mad and angry and stuff, because folks gonna do what they want to do. They gonna say what they want to say. They gonna take what they want to take. So who cares? The thing about it is, there is only one you. Keep your eye on the prize. Now, I have said that for 4 years. Keep your eye on the prize. Don't be looking and seeing what everybody else doing, because they're going to keep doing what they do, especially if it's for the money. Okay? All right, now, so let me get back to the Empowerment Conference announcement. And in the Empowerment Conference, you are going to hear a lot of motivation. You're going to hear a lot of testimonies. You're going to hear a lot of how God has brought us through. And like I said, the name of the empowerment conference is Let's Reset. At 5 p.m. is Coach Sherry. 5:30 is Pandy's Hair Candy and More. 6 o'clock, Coach Mary Ma. 6:30, Boss Life Online. 7 o'clock, Be Amazing. And 7:30, Marlene Motivates. And this is all going to be in Eastern time. So please mark your calendars for February the 10th, the Empowerment Conference. Another announcement that I want to make is for the live collaboration team from Team Build with Geo. It starts this coming Wednesday, February the 7th. Now, this collaboration will be held every Wednesday in February. And we will be talking for 30 minutes. So you got to get in there and come on in on time. The lineup for that is 5:30. 5 p.m. is Life with Marlene. Okay, that is Marlene's second or third channel. And so we want to be there and support her. 5 p.m. Eastern, Life with Marlene. 5:30 p.m. Boss Life Online. 6 o'clock p.m. Coach Mary Ma. 6:30 Design with Emma. 7 o'clock p.m. is the Mother and Daughter Duo. 7 p.m. is Be Amazing Sylvia. 8 o'clock p.m. it is Pandy's Hair Candy and More. 8:30 p.m. is Nancy B. Scratcher. 9 o'clock, it is Trish the Natural. And the last person is at 9:30 p.m. is Mike the Ranger. I encourage each and every one of you to come on Wednesday nights, starting this February the 7th, to our the live collaboration team from Team Build with G.O. Okay? All right, now let's get on to the subject. There is only one you. There is only one you. You cannot be anybody else, even though people try and they push down who they really are just because they don't believe in themselves and they don't like themselves or love themselves. They just want to be somebody else because their life is more amazing than theirs. Okay? Now, I can relate to some of that. Before I went to therapy, I always was like, why I can't have this? And I'm just going to pretend, and I have a great imagination. So I can pretend to be anybody I want to be. Okay? But I have stopped doing that because I found out that I am unique. Okay? That I am all that and a bag of chips. Okay? That I have qualities, good qualities that God has given me, and all I have to do is just embrace them. Okay? That's it. Embrace who I am. Okay? Let me see who's all in the chat. Making Money Moves with Pandy. Hey, Pandy, thank you so much for coming in. Also, let's go ahead and talk about the subject. There is only one you, so be you. Embracing your uniqueness in a world filled with trends, expectation, and comparisons. It's easy to lose sight of what truly makes you special. But amidst the noise, there's a truth that shines bright. There is only one you, and that's your greatest strength. Now, it says here, in a world filled with trends and expectations and comparison. Child, I'm not trying to compare myself to anybody. Not anymore. I used to back in the day, and that's 30 years ago, I went and got myself some help. Okay. I'm not trying to live up to nobody else's expectations, but my own, okay, and what God has for me. I don't have to follow all the trends just because the trends is saying people are doing this and people are doing that. I am not interested unless the trend gonna bring the bag of candy. Okay? But I'm not changing who I am for nobody. Okay? Because I'll tell you what, I fought for my life. I fought for my life. I fought when I didn't want to go on. And it takes courage to fight for your life. It takes courage to say, I want to keep going no matter what. So I am unique in my own way. I am a precious child of God. That's who Geo is, a precious child of God who has already laid out my path for me. I just got to keep walking. And if I fall off the path, I need to get back on it. Because see, like MLK says, at the mountaintop is where you will win. Is where all your dreams come true. But you got to keep climbing to get there. There are going to be all kinds of stuff come your way. All kinds of people telling you you can't do this and you can't do that. Why are you trying to do this? You look like you trying to be somebody else. That's because they never knew who you really were. But today, you know who you are because there is only one you. I suggest that you all take a look at yourselves inside, and see the one you see, the uniqueness, see the beauty of who you are. And then whatever it is that you want, go for it. All right. Being you is not about blending in or conforming to some idea or version of normal. Hey, Journey, thank you so much for coming in. Hey, East Dad, thank you so much for coming in. But being you is not blending in or conforming to some idea of a version of normal. It's about embracing your individuality, celebrating your quirks, and owning your unique journey. It's about the spark in your eyes when you're passionate. The way you laugh fills a room with joy, and the kindness that radiates from your heart. Everybody in here, everybody in this world have their own unique journey. Nobody's journey in life is the same. Okay, everybody is different. Everybody have different gifts. We may have some of the same gifts, but it is how you use it and what you gonna do with it. So I always say this, you can't get mad at other people because they use their gifts. You can't get, oh, she thinks she this and that. Oh, yes, I do think I'm this and that. Because see, I'm on my own unique journey. I figured out I can't do this life without God. I figured out that if I don't use my gifts, I'm going to always be who I be. And that is where I am, wishing I could be somebody else. I'm not trying to do that. I want to be who I am. See, I want everything God has for me. Child, yes, I do. Money, yes, I want it. Peace, yes, I want it. Okay? Joy, yes, I want it. Friends, yes, I want it. A good man in my life, yes, I want it. You know, my grandkids are happy. I want it all because, see, God said that He loves me and He forgives me of all my sins. Now, you get on the right path, Gio, on your own unique journey because there is only one you. I made you, so go do it. Okay? It's about the spark in your eye when you're passionate. Are you passionate about you? When you walk into a room, do people just turn around and say, hey, like they so glad to see you? When you do that, when you are walking your unique journey and people know you for you and they know it is only just you, that is the kind of reaction you're going to get. I get it all the time, even in my family, because I decided to stop being somebody else who God did not create and started to be who I am. And I demanded respect from them and I set my boundaries. Okay? I am a precious child of God. And the ones that's supposed to be in your life is going to be in your life. Okay? Because being you is not about blending in or conforming to some idea of a version of normal. It's about embracing your individuality and celebrating all your quirks, whatever it is. Okay? Here's why being you is the most powerful and rewarding path you can choose. Point number one, being you attracts, okay? When you try to be someone you're not, people sense it. Oh, I had to laugh on that. When you try to be someone you're not, people sense it. Like, I can't be like nobody else. I can't deliver my words and who I am like Marlene, or like Journey with Kiki, or like Pandy, or like Roxanne. Hey, Roxanne, or Easter. I can't deliver like you guys. I know it's some of you guys, I wished I could. But God didn't give me that gift. He gave it to y'all. Okay, so I just got to be and say it the way Gio says it. Okay? Embracing your true self, imperfections and alls. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, you have to embrace who you are. Create a genuine connection that attracts those who appreciate you for who you are. You know, I have like a whole team of people over in Team Build with Gio who they know me. They know how far I'm going to go. They know what I will say. They know I do not like no mess. And they know I'm going to talk about it. Okay? So all I'm saying is just be who you are because it attracts people. People know when you're not who you are. Okay? All right, Roxanne, yes, we're going to be praying that you get healed right away. Thank you so much for being here. And everybody else in the chat, thank you. Point number 2, you can unlock your potential. By suppressing your true self, you limit your potential. But when you embrace your unique talents, interests, and perspectiveness, you open doors to a life filled with possibility and personal growth. Do y'all hear that? Did you hear that? It said by suppressing your true self. Don't suppress your true self because you limit your potential. That climbing to the mountaintop where you win at the top gonna be a hard road to travel for you. You're gonna be giving up, falling off, getting back on, giving up, falling off, getting back on. But by knowing who you are, you can find your way. You can find your talents, your interests, and then you use them. That's what I do. You know, I didn't want to be no leader. Trust me on that. I knew that was a lot of work, you know. But for me, my dad told me long time ago, I think I was about 7. He said, you're going to be the leader of this family, and you're going to be a leader of everything that you do. Everything you put your hand in, you're going to be a leader. I'm like, Dad, please, child, I want to be the leader of nothing. I just barely leading myself. You know, but once I went to therapy and once I started to love myself and believe in myself and first of all, ask God to take me back, that's when I found out that I am a leader. And it's okay. And today, you know, what I thought when I was a little girl that it was a lot of work, it is really not a lot of work for me. I love it. I like doing it. So it is not like it is something, I gotta do this. No, it is like, okay, let's get this done. This is what we're going to do. Okay, I didn't pray about it, or I'm going to bring this to the team, and this is why we should be doing this. And what do you guys think? Okay, so, but when you embrace your uniqueness, remember your talents and interests and perspective, you will open doors to a life filled with possibilities and personal growth. Now, over there at Team Build with Geo, I grow every day. You know, I grow because I'm dealing with different personalities, different people. I'm learning how to handle things and how to be the best me and how to be what you guys need and to give you what you need. Okay? So just by being Geo, you see what I'm saying? I open up myself to personal growth filled with possibilities of being a better me and letting people get to know who I am, where I come from. You know, that is what I love about being Geo and being me. Point number 3, you inspire others when you are you, because there is only one you. Your individuality can be a beacon of inspiration for others who struggle to embrace their own uniqueness. By living and being you, you empower others to do the same. Okay? I am hoping that I inspire. And in fact, I know I have inspired a couple of people because they have told me, you know, I just hope that I'm walking on that right path, that I'm climbing the mountaintop, that I don't fall off too many times. And I have not fell off that many times since I walked out of therapy, because I fought to be who I am today, you know. And I am going to continue to be that beacon of inspiration for others. Point number 4, you experience true joy. Child, that's so true. The greatest joy comes from living in alignment with your values and passions. When you're not trying to be someone else, you can truly revel in the things that bring you happiness and fulfillment. Okay. Hey, Design with Emma, thank you so much for coming in. I'm seeing all your comments. I really enjoy reading all your comments, but I'm going to go back. I want to finish this while I'm here talking about it, and then I'll go back to the comments. Okay. Okay, the greatest joy comes from living in alignment with your values and passion. Child, I'm not trying to change my values. I'm not going to stop being passionate about what I'm passionate about. Most of you guys know I cry every time I'm on my live. And that is because I'm so passionate about how I made it, how I made it through, how I'm climbing that mountaintop, how when I fall off, I can call on the name of Jesus, call my friends, call my mentors, and get back on and steady climb. That is true joy to me. True joy to me is when my therapist told me, you can do this life without me. You have all the tools. Now you go live your life. True joy, when she told me that, true joy that I believe that much in myself and love myself, learn how to love myself, that I can go out here and live my life. That I didn't have to be afraid anymore. That when something happens in my life, I celebrate joy. When something happens to my friends that's just so out of this world, I got true joy for you. You know, I have true joy every day I wake up. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, but courage to change the things I can. I say that every day, every morning, as soon as my feet hit that floor, you know, because I want to experience joy in my life. Okay? Embracing your uniqueness doesn't mean being isolated or rejecting others. It means appreciating and celebrating what makes you different while valuing the diverse of human experience. It's about finding the balance between belonging and standing out, individuality, and connection. So embracing your uniqueness doesn't mean being isolated or rejecting. Uh, you know, every one of us have something about us, okay, that's unique. You know, something I know is things about me. I be saying I need to work on, I need to improve. I want to look like this, I want to look like that, but I have to embrace every one of these things and figure out what I'm going to do about them. Okay. Or if it's something that's quirky or something that I do, I just keep on doing it because that's just Geo. There are other things in my life that I can change. It's just up to me to do it. Okay. But I value who I am. I love who I am today. I am Geo, a precious child of God. Now, here are some ways to cultivate your unique self. Okay. Embrace your quirks, just like I said. Don't be shy. Don't shy away from the things that make you different. There are your unique charm and what makes you memorable. Wow. Like some of these singers, you can tell right off who they are. That's their unique charm. Al Green, everybody can tell who Al Green is right off as soon as he opened up his mouth. Jennifer, same thing. Okay. I mean, Fantasia. As soon as she opened her mouth, I know that's Fantasia. Okay. So when people might say, "Who is that speaking?" they're gonna know it's Geo. Especially if her voice cracks through everything because she over here just praising God. Okay, that I am not what I used to be. That I am truly living my life as Geo. Okay. Next up is you have to listen to your intuition. Your inner voice holds powerful wisdom. Learn to trust your gut and follow the path that feels authentic to you. How many times have we said, I should have listened I should have trusted my gut, or I should have did, what was the thing that they say? I should have listened to my first mind. Child, I'd have done that so many times. To today, I'm willing to listen to my first mind, especially about people. Okay? Surround yourself with supportive people. Surround yourself with individuals who appreciate and celebrate your uniqueness. Celebrate your accomplishments. Acknowledge your progress, big or small. Celebrate your unique journey and the person you are becoming. We have to celebrate who we are because there is only one you. You have to celebrate who you are. I mean, if I didn't, most of the time when I get on here and I advertise at my affiliate business or my home based business and I get a prospect or somebody buy something, y'all should see me over here doing the dance. Yay. Hey, 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 hey. Now, if I would have not advertised, I wouldn't be celebrating a darn thing. Celebration keeps you going. Okay, celebrations keep you going. All right, let's see. Remember, the world needs your unique perspective, your talents, and your light. So shine brightly, be unapologetically to you, and watch your life blossom in ways you never have imagined. Okay, saying Pandy saying exactly. Don't overthink yourself and your blessings. Hey, Emma is saying yes. Pandy is saying yes. Marlene is saying true joy is knowing you can live your life. That's what I'm talking about. When I walked out of there and she told me that was it. Journey with Kiki said, thanks for sharing this live. I appreciate y'all. Keep doing what you're doing. See you around. Okay, Journey. All right. So I hope you guys got something out of this. I'm gonna drop the link and see if Marlene or Pandy want to come up. I think Pandy is at work. Maybe Design with Emma. One of y'all want to come up and help me finish out this hour. So I'm going to drop the invite link and in the chat so you guys can come up and we can talk about this some more from maybe your perspective. Just a second. Let me just take this off the screen. Okay. And then I'm going to put StreamYard here. Okay. So there is the link for either, I don't know, Pandy or Marlene. Oh, today's Saturday. If you guys want to come up and help me finish out this hour. Emma, you're welcome to come up here as well, because I'm pretty sure all y'all have something to say about just being you. Okay? Because there is only one you. When I found out that I'm just as good as everybody else and that I am good enough, couldn't tell Geo nothing. I went searching for every gift God has given me. Okay, one of them I already knew that I was musical from my family because I come from a musical family. My father sang in a gospel group. I learned how to play piano on my own when I was maybe 12 or 13. I was an entrepreneur at 7 because of the things that I was doing to earn money on the side. So I kind of knew I was an entrepreneur. That's why every job I ever got, I just wasn't satisfied with it. You know, I was always restless, but I knew those gifts. But when I got out of therapy and learned how to love myself and to accept myself for who I am, that's when, and it's so true, I got my life back. And another thing on top of that, before I could even get to where I wanted to go, I had to say, God, I'm sorry. Take me back. If you take me back and help me get through this pain, I am going to do what this therapist said because I need to get better and I want to be better for my daughter and for the future grandkids and all of this stuff. Plus, I will tell people how I made it. Okay, that is why I wrote that song. I made it. I play it all the time. It is my theme song for Boss Life Online because it is so true. So once I figured out all of that, I started figuring out what other gifts that God has given me. Okay, so when I met Marlene, I was like, "Oh, she speaks so good. She's speaking my language. Jesus Christ, how she made it through." And I knew she had to go through something, because it sounded like she had been to therapy. When I first met her, when I first went to one of her lives, I said, "I'm going to come back over here and check her out again." So that is how me and Marlene became uh, friends, because she was helping me all the time just be who I am. But there is one other thing that I did know that I could do is this right here, is speak to people, to let them know um, how I made it. So I may not be all of what other people think I should be as a speaker, but I am Geo. And this is the way I speak, and this is the way I'm going to bring it to you. And I'm happy about that. Let's welcome Pandy to the stage. Hey, Pandy.
Hey, Gio, I just wanted to come up and support the live stream today.
Okay.
Can
So
you hear me?
go ahead.
Okay, I just wanted to hop up and say I am really appreciative and grateful with this message and the messages that you've been bringing forth here lately around motivation and inspiration. That has truly been resonating with me. And I hope that it's reaching out and touching somebody else in the audience. And I hope that everyone here is gearing up for the upcoming empowerment conference. I'm just loving the vibe that you guys have been on. And I wanted to just come up and say that and let you know I'm here supporting.
Oh, thank you so much, Pandy. The empowerment conference is really, really, really going to be great. We have some great speakers, and of course, you're in the empowerment conference lineup. My topic is going to be about, let's welcome Marlene to the stage. My topic is going to be, oh my, what is my topic? Self discipline. That should be good, because when you have to have some sort of self discipline to do whatever it takes. Okay, so let's welcome Marlene. Go ahead, Marlene.
Hey Jill, hey Pandy, hey chat. I had to come up and say this because um when I first started out here on this app of YouTube, I really didn't know what I was getting into. I just knew what I had just went through with therapy, and I thought maybe I could help maybe one or two people. I didn't imagine turning into a person to motivate and inspire others. And it definitely is a responsibility when you motivate others, and I take it very seriously. I do think that it's important for us to know that, that there's nobody like you. There's nobody. There's a lot of people who may imitate you, but nobody can duplicate you.
Yes, that is so true, Marlene. Nobody, even though it may hurt us a bit or make us feel sad, that other people may try to, when we work so hard to bring something to our channel or to our life outside of YouTube. But if we have to remember, that they're not us. I remember that after I get through with my feelings. What about you, Pandy?
Yes, I absolutely agree. Initially, I struggled with that too coming onto YouTube because it's like, man, I work really hard to be in my own lane and come through transparent because I know and I operate in the gifts that God has placed on me, you know? And
Mhm.
so when you would see others kind of trying to kind of take your thing and make it their own, it rubbed me the wrong way. But I feel like I'm now at a place where I can embrace imitation is the most sincerest form, you know, of flattery. However, I have to stay focused. I don't have time to be swayed by, oh, she's copying me. Oh, they're doing what, no. What God has for me is for me. And as long as I stay focused on that and operate in the gifts that He has placed on me and make sure that I'm being a light, a beacon of light to somebody, if it ain't but just one person, I'm going to be all right and I'm going to receive my blessing. So
Amen.
this has been a true learning process for me. And I go through struggles just like everybody else, you know?
So I go through struggles too, and one of mine is letting go of being petty in my mind. But see, one thing I got from therapy that I do practice, yeah, I can sit and think about petty stuff all day long. But one thing that I know that if I don't act on it, I'm good. Okay, you can have your feelings about whatever it is, but you do not have to act on it. And I'm going to let Marlene speak after this. Go ahead, Marlene.
Yeah, that's one of the best things that I learned. I felt like it was something that filled me up to where all my empty spaces, it filled me up in places that I never knew I needed to be filled up in. There's a lot of times where we feel certain things when people do things to us and it rubs us the wrong way, and it's because maybe we didn't put in some work to fix certain issues and problems. So I had to learn to start going inwardly when someone makes me upset. I had to go back to my therapy days and ask myself, why does that offend me? Or why does that irritate me? I had to learn where to place those feelings and emotions. And I think that that's something that a lot of people don't know how to do. And therapy gave me those tools to know when somebody makes me feel a certain way, is that their problem or is it my problem? And I had to learn to drop things that were not my problem, because those things get me off my focus to where I'm supposed to be and who I'm supposed to be with, and to leave off from those who are negative and trying to drag me down.
Yeah, it's not an easy thing to do. So I used to ask my therapist, when I don't want to get out of character, I don't want to stop being Geo, I don't want to lose my uniqueness. So how do I handle that when people do stuff to me or say stuff to me? She told me that the same thing, Marlene, just think before you speak. You know, she said, you don't have to have an answer to everything. Sometimes just walk away, or sometimes you can just say, when you say that, it makes me feel this, you can do that, and you don't have to get out of your character. But some things don't even deserve a response to me. Some things you just say, oh, I'm going to let that go, let God handle that. Because most of the time we cannot control people. I had to learn that. And that's a part of me that I had to accept, that I was controlling. But I didn't even know, Marlene and Patty, I was controlling until I went to therapy. That's how come my life was in shambles and I could not be me, because I'm trying to control everything around me. And the only person I can control is Geo. I can't control what other folks do, but I can control what I do. So I practice all of the tools that my therapist gave me. I can feel whatever I want. I can think whatever I want. I can vent to myself or call somebody else. But the thing to learn to do to keep on being you is you don't have to act on any of it. And I think Marlene says it the best when she say, no response is the best response. Right, Marlene?
Yes, and Jill, I'm telling you that that's one of the hardest things because when someone irritates you and strikes a nerve on you, the first thing that you want to do is go at somebody, go for the jugular, as they would say. And that's not the best way. Those are the times where you have to show people who you are, where you are, and who you belong to. We forget those things sometimes, that people are doing things because they're dealing with pain or trauma or immaturity. So that's not our problem. You just say leave them alone, or say I'm going to pray for you, or you need help, and just walk away from those people. It's not even worth a response to raise your blood pressure, or to put yourself in a space to where you look like the bad guy, because that's what I have found, that when you try to go and fix things on your own, you wind up making more problems.
Right. I understand that, Marlene, really from the bottom of my heart. But another thing that I want to just bring up is, even though you can have your feelings and everything, I have my feelings about whatever it is I have my feelings about, then I go straight into, Gio, you are a good person. You know what I'm saying? Gio, you can do this and that. You know, uh Gio, you're a precious child of God. You don't have to be worrying about what they doing. You need to get back on the path and climb the mountaintop. That is how you do it. Get back on your path. Discover again who you are. And I have to tell myself all the time, I'm a precious child of God. I'm going to let God handle that. See, a lot of the stuff is too big for me to handle. So I have to let God handle what I cannot handle. And then I have to focus back on the climb to the mountaintop. And I'm going to say this because that's what I want to say. YouTube is hard. Okay? It's a hard climb. It's up the mountain. Okay? But whenever I feel like it's too hard, I just give it to God. I say, look, God, handle that. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to work on my affiliate business where it ain't so hard. So hard. I have learned as a person and being who I am is I know when I should give it to God. And that's all I can do. And let God handle it. Because I cannot control nothing. I can't tell YouTube, let me do this anyway and monetize me. It is their business. If I want to make some money over here, I have to follow what they say to do. What about you, Marlene?
Yeah, that's the thing about life, Gio. It's we get to the age and we're 18 and you may be grown, quote unquote, but are we mature? That's where I had to learn. This is where I learned about humility. It's where I learned to that I don't always know everything. I learned to ask questions, and I learned that not everything that I may like may be for me. That was one of the hardest things, that I liked a lot of things and I wanted a lot of things, but it wasn't in line with my focus and the promises that God had for me.
Yeah. Pandy, you want to speak on that? What about YouTube?
Yes, I have to echo and agree with both of you guys. With maturity, with knowing whose you are, walking in your fullness and your purpose and your blessings, you already know you're going to be tested. The enemy is going to throw test your way, and it's going to be really to see how you're going to handle it. So you can't really afford to get out of character and to operate in self and this, go off and fly off the handle on people. Sure, that's what people want to see. That's what they're expecting. And so it is a harder test and one that you will definitely have a testimony after when you can actually pay it dust. Okay, and walk in a spirit of excellence and go on about your business and keep doing you. Because at the end of the day, yes, you might look like the weaker vessel to the carnal eye, but from a spiritual perception, you are actually the bigger person, and you're going to reap what you sow for continuing to walk in that spirit of excellence. I truly believe that. And it is not easy. It is not easy because, like Jill said, when you want to be petty and you want to really go back at that person and get them all together, but you decide to let the spirit move through you, it's a challenge. It's a challenge each and every day, but I thank God for the growth. Hmm.
And I
Back to you,
thank
Jill.
God for people I can call. Because by the time I get through venting to one of the people that I call, at the end of it, that person really don't matter. At the end of it, all I'm gonna do is get back on my path to the mountaintop. Okay? Because see, at the mountaintop, it is where success is. And you just beat them up with success. Okay? You don't have to get out of character and all of this here stuff, which I did before recovery. Said something to me, you gonna get it right back. You know? A lot of mine getting back at people were really about that person. It was about my grief because I was trying to push it down. So when somebody said something to me, instead of me, I would just use that to really lash out. I don't know if people can understand that, but yeah. But today I don't live that way. Today I got friends I can call and say, do you know such and such a did? And then once we all get through talking about it, I done calm down, I'm done, and I can still be who I am. Because there is only one Geo. And the Geo that you guys see today is the Geo that I want to stay. It's just I love this person who I am. Because one thing, I got courage, I inspire folks, I'm a leader, I'm a mother, I'm a friend, I'm a precious child of God. And all of that makes me unique. I write my own lyrics, I write my jingles. I'm always trying to find a better way or something that we could do to make our lives better at YouTube. I'm unique. And the more I hear myself say that, I'm like, I need to be writing this down and say it every day to myself. We celebrate ourselves every now and then. You should have a tablet or some kind of somewhere written down who you are, and then read it to yourself, especially when you pissed off. When people didn't pissed you off to the hilt, go read that. And I guarantee you, by the ending of it, you'll go, that person don't matter. I'm just going to kill them with success. That's how you do it. It's a struggle to do that all the time. And if it's that big of a struggle and what you read about yourself and you still need some help to get over, that's when you call your support team so that you can still be Pandy or Marlene or Geo that people know. And I have to tell myself that all the time. And yes, when I call one of my friends, I may not want to hear no motivation. I just might want to just vent until I can hear them. And you need that kind of support in your life to keep on being you, to keep on being the unique you. So I'm going to ask for last words from Pandy and then Marlene. Go ahead, Pandy.
All right. This was wonderful and I really enjoyed it. Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be able to come up here and have the conversation. I always leave filled with something. And I agree with all that you all were saying. We need to be the best person that we can be the best us that we can be, and always be on a road and path towards growth. So I really appreciate the conversation and the invitation to come up and chat with you ladies today.
Thank you so much, Pandy Marlene.
Um, Likewise, as Pandy, thank you so much, Gio, for using your platform to spread awareness. There's a lot of negativity out there, and I am so grateful to be in collaboration with ladies who are elevating their minds and walking the path. And it's not an easy path for us, but I celebrate each and every one of you ladies, and also you gentlemen who have the courage enough to stand up and to say, I am enough and I am worthy to be who I am.
Yes. Thank you so much, Marlene. I appreciate you, Pandy and Marlene, for coming up here and helping me finish out this hour. Now, guys, remember, the world needs your uniqueness, your unique perspective, your talent, and your light. So shine brightly. Be unapologetically about you and who you are, and watch your life blossom in ways you never have imagined. I am Gio, and I hope you enjoyed There Is Only One You. Don't forget about the Empowerment Conference, February the 10th, and don't forget about the live collaboration team every Wednesday in February, starting February the 7th. Both of these announcements are on my community tab. So make sure that you go to my community tab and you bookmark this so that you can come and get all the blessings that you need. Once again, thank you, Pandy, and thank you, Marlene. All right, so now I'm getting ready to play my theme song, I Made It. The lyrics are written by me. The music is composed by myself, and my friend in Nigeria is singing it for me. I wrote this song because it is what we are. Okay? Well, it is what I am, and I'm sure Pandy and Marlene. Bye-bye, everybody, and thank you so much for coming.
Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Ooh, hey, yeah.